Hello, today we are going to be learning about similes, and this is another example of figurative language. Figurative language is when you use a word or phrase that does not have its normal, everyday, literal meaning. Yesterday we learned about personification. Do you remember what personification is? Well, if you don't, personification is when you give an animal or an object human qualities. Do you remember that? Okay, so today we are going to be looking at similes. And simile is when you compare two objects or persons using the words like or as. So if you read a sentence and they're comparing two things and they use the word like or as, that's an example of a simile. And here's an example. I am sick as a dog. Here, the word as helps us know that, hey, this is a simile because they're comparing themselves, I, to a sick dog. Remember, you have to compare two things with the word like or as. So this is an example of a simile. Okay, let's look at the next slide. Here's a few more examples. Busy as a bee. So the word is as, right? And they're comparing that someone is as busy as a bee. Let's look at the second line, and it says sparkle like diamonds. So they're saying that these shoes, they sparkle like diamonds. So they're comparing these shoes to diamonds. And the word they used was like. Remember, you have to use like or as in order for it to be a simile and compare two things. Okay. Here it says hungry as a bear. So they use the word as, and someone is so hungry as a bear. Sometimes I get really hungry as a bear. Here they're saying flat as a pancake. They used the word as to compare that something is so flat like a pancake. Maybe a table is flat as a pancake, piece of paper. I don't know, but they're comparing something that is so flat as a pancake. The last one, it says hard as a rock. Here they use the word as. So something is so hard like a rock. So they're comparing something to a rock. Okay, so remember a simile has to have the word like or as and has to compare two things. Okay, next slide. It says here that it says creating a descriptive poem about a person which includes similes. So this poem has a lot of similes and its title is a dragon poem. So this poem is going to be about a dragon, okay? And it says here, my dragon has eyes as round as dinner plates. So here they're saying that the eyes are as round as dinner plates. And the word that they used was as. Okay, let's go to this line. It has sharp teeth like daggers. So they're comparing the teeth to daggers. And they use the word like. Its mouth is dark and wide like a cave. So they're saying that the dragon's mouth is like a cave, and here they use the word like. It has claws which are as pointed as needles. Here they're comparing the claws to needles. And here's the word as, okay? And here it is again. Now let's look at the second stanza. This was the first stanza. This is the second stanza. Its nose lets out plumes of smoke like a chimney. So here they're comparing the dragon's nose with the chimney, and they use the word like. So there's another simile. Its body is as huge as an ocean whale. So they're comparing the dragon's body, and it's as huge as an ocean whale. Wow, this is a big dragon. Its tail flicks from side to side like it's an angry cat. Here they're comparing the dragon's tail to an angry cat, and they're using the word like. So that's another example of a simile. It sits silently waiting to catch its prey. I don't see the word like or as, so this does not have a simile. Okay? So let's go to my third slide. Here is what I need you to do for your homework, okay? I want you to write 2 similes on a piece of paper and underline the words like or as. Here's my example, okay? So I already did my homework. The baby is as cute as a button. And now I am going to underline, and I use the word is. Okay, so I'm comparing the baby to a button. It's as cute as a button. Okay, the next example, because remember, I want you to write 2. The girl is tall like, oops, I forgot to write a here, a tree. So I'm comparing the girl to the tree, and she is tall like a tree. Okay, so I underline the word like, because that is my example. Here, I underline the word is. That's the example I use, is using the word is to compare baby and button. And here, like, to compare the girl to a tree. So your homework is for you to write 2 similes, okay? Try to use is in one sentence and like in another sentence, okay? Take a picture of it, and then you could send it to me, okay? I hope you understand what a simile is. Tomorrow, we'll be learning about metaphors. Can't wait for tomorrow. Have a great day.